Hey TFC, welcome to our Thursday. I just need a minute. Ironically, I think we actually do just need a minute whenever we do these lives to catch the lag, the delay that comes up when we go live. So I am going to wait a few moments to get into this. I haven't even received the notification yet that we have gone live on my phone. So we will give folks a chance to kind of jump in here. If you are coming in and you are watching the replay, hello to you already. There wouldn't be any delay for you. So welcome. You haven't seen my face in a while. So I am happy to be back around for I just need a minute. Let me know that you're here. I see a couple people popping in. Let me know who you are, and I'll get to see where you're joining us from. I just finished my week back to work after a little vacation. I got to see some of my TFC family in person, which was amazing. Hey, Josh, how are you? So that has been interesting. So when it was offered up for me to do, I just need a minute this week, I was like, yeah, I think I can do that because I will probably just need a minute. So the good news is we do not have to work full weeks during the summertime right now. So I at least have kind of a short week. So this is my Friday. My weekend officially begins today. So that is super exciting for me. And I am just going to kind of take a few minutes I'm actually going to kind of use y'all a little bit. I hope that's okay, because I haven't had much time to check in with myself this week since returning from vacation. And so I'm kind of just going to catch up with you to help me catch up with me. So welcome into my world. One of the things that I do when I just need a minute is get outside. So I am definitely an outside girl. I like nature. I love kind of absorbing the energy of the sun and the moon. And I love the sounds and the colors of outside. I don't particularly love outside in the wintertime, even though I am a Michigan girl. But nonetheless, just coming outside is a way for me to just kind of ground myself. So that is why I'm taking this opportunity to do this tonight outside. And the other thing is, I don't know how many of you kind of get into the astrology and moon and that kind of thing, but tonight we are going to be, we are in a full moon cycle. So that is exciting because part of, when something's full, right, in order to make room, we have to let go. And so that's part of what this time is a good reminder for, is to kind of take that time to check in during this cycle and let go of the things. Maybe you've been holding on to some stuff this month, and just let it go. I've also struggled with that phrase, like just let go, because I think sometimes we can interpret that as that we're just not supposed to care about something, or we're just supposed to move on from something. And I guess that's one way to look at it. But for me, when I think about how we give, right, and we've actually talked about this a few times here at TFC, even just yesterday, when we were doing the Patreon recording for Holy Smokes, the last episode of season 4, we talked about giving and how we give from abundance. And so when we're full and we have more coming in, we're able to give, right? And so I think of letting go as a way of giving as well. So it's not just like letting go and then things kind of dispersing into existence. You might be letting go of a job position, and somebody else who that's meant for, is you've now given that space for somebody to come in. You might be letting go of negative energy, and now you've created room to bring positivity in. And so I appreciate the full moon. I'm excited for this evening. Since I don't have to get up and go to work in the morning, I can actually come and sit outside tonight and just kind of get some quiet time in and do a little bit of reflecting. So I am super excited about that. Hey, cousin. Um, so yeah, if you are a full moon person, then today's a good day for us. One of the things I did before today to kind of give myself, I'm like, man, what have folks been up to? Because I haven't even had really a chance to catch any of the I Just Need a Minute. I've missed some podcast recordings. I'm still catching up on I just caught up on worship from last month. So I kind of went back and I looked at some of the other I Just Need a Minutes. And you guys, I go back. We have so much great stuff. I personally, when I miss stuff or I need to catch up, my preferred space to do that is on YouTube. So I like to go to YouTube because it's just easier because it's just our videos there, right? And so I like to go to YouTube to kind of catch up on this stuff. And a couple of my favorites, I was just catching up. One of Myron's I Just Need a Minute. It was funny because he introduced his session with, I'm going to just talk about this obscure passage that I just found, right? And it was so funny because it's, that's what Myron acts like. That's so casual, as if, those things just don't find him, obscure Bible passages. I love the Tish Dixon, right? Did one a few months back and blew us all away. That is definitely one of my favorites that I've saved in, another playlist outside of TFC's page. And I loved going through everybody's stuff because it really kind of uplifted me like midweek, and that was great. So one of the things you can do when you just need a minute and we're not giving you a minute on Thursday evening is to go back and check out that previous content because it's super awesome. And Josh, okay, this is so interesting that you say this because what I have kind of discovered and correlated is, and my husband looked at me like I was a sincere, crazy person, but that's okay. I definitely think I'm a full moon sensitive. I have been very sick this week, and just, I have no other explanation for it. From what I've researched, I'm hoping those symptoms should be going away here. I'm feeling slightly better today, but yeah, just nausea, dizziness, headache, like the whole nine. So I can sympathize with the symptoms flaring up. I kind of get like this too often, and that's when I kind of went back thinking, oh, this is probably related. And I find so. Anywho, back to that. So the other thing that I wanted to kind of do is just check in. I don't know about you all, but we hold a lot of tension throughout the day. And one of the things it seems to be really common, especially here on Thursday nights with us, is just that breathing and checking in. I tend to carry a lot of my tension in here. I know it's common for a lot of folks, but also in my jaw, and even like my eyes sometimes, squinting. And so I'm right now just want to take a second to acknowledge those spaces. I'm talking positively, so my jaw is relaxing for me right now, which is great. I do have some heaviness and tension in my shoulders, and I'm just going to set those back. I invite you to kind of just continue scanning with me here, because as we can be in a good mood even and not even realize all the background that's going. So for me, just shaking out that energy, letting that run out through my fingertips. And I'm outside, so reabsorbing good energy, right, from the earth for me is really important. You can't see me, but I'm barefoot here, feet to the grass, and that just, right, that grounds me. So I wanted to share some quick reflections with y'all. And I know there's only a few of you here, but I would love it if you would put some things in the comments as I share, to kind of let me know where you've been at. One of the things about our, greatest commandment theology is, loving ourselves. And I've been doing a lot of exploring and thinking on, like, myself, right? Like, who is myself? It's really interesting because, and we talk about this here. This isn't new. It's interesting how much we deny like, we ignore ourselves, because even just the question, right? When I think about Karima, who is on a member of our Holy Smokes podcast. She is the founder of the Genius School. And one of the pillars that she has for the Genius School is know thyself. If you've ever read The Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz, there's a follow-up book to that, 3 questions. One of those questions is, who am I? And so I've been thinking a lot about that in terms of, in order to love myself, I need to know what myself is, right? Like, who myself is. And so I've really been feeling into the things that feel authentic for me, because I don't think we always pay attention to those things. And in all areas of life, I'm finding that I have been denying myself in a negative way. And so this, again, full moon for me today is going to be really taking that time to think about what are the blocks to my authenticity, and how can I resolve those things, right? I need to do some problem solving. So that's going to be really important for me. I'd love to know what's important for you in your reflections that you've been having lately, or maybe you've realized that you haven't been reflecting well at all, and you need to kind of take this opportunity to think on that. Maybe come back later and put some things in the comments if you're watching the replay. Share some things with us. What has really helped me is this community. I am so blown away by the amazing people that we have in this community. So many of you are incredibly gracious about sharing yourselves, sharing your stories, and those things have been very inspiring to me. Josh is here. He has shared so much of his story, and that vulnerability, and just putting those pieces out there, that's difficult for me. So seeing that gives me courage. I've seen some things from one of our members, Isha, who has put some amazing kind of things that have made me think and reflect. We have our, therapist here, my wonderful cousin, who is, like, that's her thing, right? Giving us space to think and process. Yes, cousin, that whole inner critic thing has been brutal. As it seems like the stronger, the deeper and the closer I get to feeling through that who am I question, the stronger the louder that inner critic gets. So it's been tough. So I'm asking what I can't yet do. And I'm asking those of you who can share those struggles and those inspirations publicly to do so, because they're inspiring and because I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and I want to be able to share in the same way and with the same vulnerability and authenticity that so many of you do. And I'm very, very grateful. And I really just needed a minute to tell this community that I love you, TFC family, and I am so grateful to you for sharing yourselves with the TFC community, with me. Um, it's amazing. It's amazing. So that is just about all I have for you today. I again just wanted to take a quick minute to check in and do a little bit of reflecting for myself. Um, let's see. Still discovering parts of myself, and I hope we never stop. I hope we keep evolving. I hope I'm always better than who I was yesterday. Um, yes, thank you. Thank you, Josh, so much. Oh, hey, Mel. Oh, Mel's another one. Oh my gosh, her beautifully made. Oh, follow her on Facebook. If you haven't followed her page on Facebook, you're missing out. So please, please go follow Mel too. So I love y'all. Thank you for checking in with me. Thank you for giving me space. And oh, right here. So also, right? Sometimes, one of the other things about checking in with ourselves is we have to ask for what we need, right? And um, we want to keep growing, and we want to keep offering you this community. And we really need you to invest in, if you consider this an investment, if this is benefiting to you, we really need you to give. You can see our ways to give here on the screen. I really want to encourage you to think about, if you haven't already, to set up like a recurring giving. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do like an auto pay. That's convenient and easy, but also I'm asking you to just put us in your budget, right? Commit to giving each month. And so you might not give on the same day every month, like this auto pay type situation, but just put us in there in your budget line, and help us out by giving consistently each month. Also, this Saturday, we will be on Zoom for Bible and Beyond at 4. So please join us. Miss Tierney, Madam All the Things, will be leading us on Saturday. Next week, July 28th, the Let's Talk About Sex meetup is going to be taking place as well. So be sure to join the Let's Talk About Sex group if you haven't already. And go check out some of our other content on YouTube to get you through the week. Love y'all.